Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it out. It's Pauling. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes the handoff. It's Bob. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The lone back's got it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. The give to the back. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Making side adjustments here. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Rides to back and leaves it. Fights off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Firing to the right, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Texas A&M going up tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, it's Carr. Quarterback moving. On the run, deep down the right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. So first down here as they go back to work. They want to run it left here. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Rides to the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Can't get him to the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab over the middle. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The give to the tailback. Spins away. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, it's Carr. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it It's Owens. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. There's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. To the air, it's Reed. Throws to the tight end. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Keeps looking downfield. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Motion from the wideout. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Sets up the screen. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Takes it the other way. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We're just about ready to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Owens. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Dances away to buy time. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Concepcion. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. He lets one fly deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Quarterback adapted. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Reed. Looking to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking to get it in. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Marches ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Buys a little time. Now he'll turn and throw back to the right. Makes a grab for a big play. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Love. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter.
Notre Dame, 14, Texas A&M, 11.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back.
Out of space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air, it's Carr. That's caught, it's Love. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking for space. It's Love. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. He's got him. On the move at the 30. Turning on the Jets. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
That's a first down for the offense.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. There he goes. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
We've got all these fancy pass plays and all these fancy formations and shifts and motions and all this stuff you make me think about as a defensive guy. And then you slip that in. Really nice job by the offense, hitting you with the draw, with the unexpected. Nice job getting a big game.
And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Aggies! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll bring it out. It's Pauling. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
To throw, it's Carr. He's going up top here late in the game. It's a big stride inside the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And talk about stepping up at a huge moment of the game. This guy's been relatively quiet throughout the game, but here in a 2-minute situation, he makes arguably the biggest play of the game so far for his offense. Nice job.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And how about that for a capper, the likely game winner in the waning moments. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Snatches it on the right. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggie.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And with 2 seconds left, their last chance to send it to overtime. Had everything all lined up. Got a good snap, good hold, good kick, but not quite far enough. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked